year, the ISF World Seed Congress brings together the global seed sector's leaders, the decision makers and the innovators to discuss the biggest issues confronting the sectors. It's happening in 30 days.
We are finalizing the panels with an incredible lineup of speakers from around the world. We are happy to get fresh views on polarized topics like what's the future of globalization? What's multilateralism? Is there still space for seeds in a multilateral system? Therefore, join us there. It's all about providing increased seed choice for farmers and our role in food systems.
About the first day of the Congress, we're going to have a fantastic keynote speaker. A very important person in the Netherlands, Jan-Pieter Balkenende, will talking about the deep globalization, talking about all how challenges we're facing at the moment when moving seeds across the world. The first day we'll be talking about trade. So this is a very important panel because we'll be talking about the major challenges that happen when you're moving seeds across the world. We'll be talking how trade has changed since the COVID happened.
With the COP28 Emirates Declaration, governments have committed to align food systems and agriculture with climate action. The thing is, how can we make sure that these commitments turn into real action and that seed is a part of the discussion? Join us to discover how we can monitor and implement this declaration with a special focus on quality seeds in sustainable agriculture.
To solve the biggest challenges we are facing today, like food security, climate change adaptation, we need genome editing in agriculture. Genome editing in plant breeding is a revolutionizing tool, and we need to tackle policy and trust issues to unlock its full potential.
Our new session, Organized Chaos, invites delegates to contribute to charting the next century of ISF in a fun and participatory game.
At the heart of the Congress exhibition area is our TV studio, Channel World Seed, which is back to engage audiences outside the Congress into the hottest topics of the seed industry.
If you cannot join us in Rotterdam, you can catch all the sessions live on Channel World Seed.
Hi everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and joining us from all around the world. Welcome to Channel World Seed and welcome to our live discussion where we are here to talk about the latest updates and all about the program of the World Seed Congress, which is set to happen in Rotterdam in the Netherlands from May 27 to 29, 2024. We are 19 days away from this what promises to be a once-in-a-lifetime event. A fun fact about Rotterdam is that it's the birthplace of who is famously known as Erasmus, the namesake of this iconic bridge of the city. And Erasmus once famously said, "I am a citizen of the world." And it really feels as if the whole world, or at least the world of seeds, is joining us in Rotterdam. So today I am joined by all my colleagues at the ISF Secretariat, and we're here to share the latest news. Who's coming to Rotterdam? What can people expect from the different discussions? And how can you participate online? We are aware that not everyone can join us in Rotterdam, but we know that you can still take part online on Channel World Seed. So let's first turn to my colleague, Camille. Hi, Camille. So
Hi.
as the events coordinator of ISF, you are super busy with everything related to the Congress preparations. Tell us, what's the latest news from the Congress? How many people are we expecting?
Yes, thank you, Ira. So I'm very excited to tell you that we are expecting to have around 1,800 delegates from over 60 countries and representing at least 400 companies, which is very nice number to see. Very happy. And also the next news, which is more important, is we have His Majesty the King of the Netherlands that will join the ISF opening ceremony on Monday morning, which is a great news and very excited about this. A lot will happen during the 3 days. You can check the Congress program, and my colleague will explain more a bit later, but check it on the website. You have all the details you need to know. And I also want to thank all our sponsors and media partners, for the Congress, that with their contribution and support, we are able to reach as much wider audience and plan a Congress that is exciting and memorable for everyone.
Thanks, Camille. So getting now to the program that you mentioned, this year we're continuing with a host of exciting, insightful panel discussions with industry experts and also representatives from national, regional, and international authorities. And all of these sessions will be streamed live on Channel World Seed, so everyone can follow and even post questions. So let's go through this and start with Monday on 27 May, which we have christened as Trade Day. So my colleague Rose is also here with us. So Rose, can you share more about the keynote event as well as the first panel that's happening on Monday?
Thank you so much, Ari. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. And yes, as you said, the first day has been christened as Trade Day. So we have fantastic keynote speaker. So Jan-Peter Balkenende, the former Prime Minister of the Netherlands. Here we're talking about the global trade dynamics. It's very important that we understand and have an idea of which are the significant shifts affecting business, especially seed company businesses across various industries. As trade norms evolve and become more fragmented, comprehending these changes is vital for business to effectively adapt and remain competitive. This is going to be the keynote speaker. Then after that, we're going to have a panel. Our first panel of the Congress is still on the Monday, a little bit later. We're going to be talking about the future of seed trade. There is an ongoing shift from multilateralism to a more decentralized, fragmented trade structure, which profoundly impacts the seed trade, which is internationally. For that, we will have representatives from the OECD, from WTO, and of course, our ISF president, but in CEO of RICS1, which will be talking about this, what it is, all the future of the seed trade and the role of multilateralism, multilateral organizations, and this very challenging environment that we face now. This is it for the first day. Back to you, Ida.
Thank you, Rose. So second day, going straight to the second day, it's Innovation Day. And my colleague Kaula couldn't join us today, but let's go through the second day. And this is where we will be hosting a panel discussion called Unlocking the Full Potential of Plant Breeding Across Frontiers, with representatives from the European Commission, for the government of Brazil, the UK, and Canada, as well as from Pairwise, a food and agriculture company transforming what we eat using new technologies like CRISPR to increase supply chain resiliency and productivity. Also on day 2, we will explore the role of the seed sector in implementing the COP28 Emirates Declaration. So I have here my colleague Ben, who will tell us more about this discussion. What can people expect, Ben?
Thanks, Ira, and greetings, everyone. Indeed, it's a very interesting discussion we'll have around this declaration, because it's good to recall for everyone that this COP28 declaration that was signed earlier in December, end of last year, was around sustainable agriculture, resilient food system, and climate action. And what we want in this panel is 3 things: engagement, understanding, and commitment. First of all, engagement, because indeed more than 150 member states countries have signed this declaration and asked for a call to action. The second one is indeed understanding what is in this declaration and potentially what countries, member states, are expecting from the private sector in general, but we want to deep into how the seed industry will contribute in that respect. So that will come to the third, let's say, objective of this panel in terms of engagement. We'll showcase some stories around seed companies, innovative stories in different parts of the world. We'll also engage with external partners because we have to work together with other external partners to achieve some of those challenging goals. And then we'll look at the broader picture. What could be the role of the seed industry within the global picture. So it's really to engage on the sustainable path and towards COP28, 2025 and beyond, and that will be interesting. So please join us.
Thank you, Ben. Sounds very exciting indeed. And last but not least, on Tuesday, we have one more panel entitled Innovative Public-Private Partnerships for Development. And my colleague Sonia is here also to tell us what this is all about. Hi, Sonia.
Hi, Arya. Hi, everyone. Thank you for giving me the floor. Yes, indeed. We have a last panel session on Tuesday on innovative public-private partnerships, where we will have a keynote speaker from the CGIR, Sonja Vermeulen, who is going to explain to us how the CGIR is engaging in public-private partnerships for seed sector development in different parts of the world. And she will also briefly mention about the Memorandum of Understanding that ISF recently signed with the CGIR. Why do we have this panel session actually is because ISF has one very important goal to pursue in all its activities, which is to provide all farmers around the world with access to a wide choice of seeds and high quality seeds. And actually, there are many, many parts of the world still where, unfortunately, this is not happening. And there are several organizations, activities, public-private partnerships that pursue activities in order to make sure that farmers have access to good quality seeds. So we will have representatives from the World Farmers Organization, from the African Union, from CGIR, from CNL, and also from NGOs and the private sector, to discuss this important topic, to explain what their organization is doing in order to achieve this important goal, but most importantly, to discuss what are the bottlenecks to achieve real progress on the ground, and how can we all work better together to have more impact with farmers, especially in the global south. So join us for that session at the end of the day on Tuesday, even if you are already very tired after the day.
Thank you, Sonja. For sure, I think people will be happy to stay for this panel and happy to tune in online as well. So the last day, moving on to Wednesday, 29th of May, we have one panel discussion scheduled, tackling a topic that is perhaps very timely in our society, because it goes into the heart of the polarization of society and how this is impacting the seed business and the seed sector, of how we share our messages and how we communicate. So what we have noticed is that when we talk about the transformation of the world's food systems and the role of the private sector in general, we tend to pit one side against the other with no room for compromise. So how can we, the seed industry, as the middle ground actor, offer pathways out of usually unproductive discussions by offering science-based solutions? So joining us in this panel will be communications experts and advocacy experts from FAO and from two companies, Emerging Ag and Marchment Communications, as well as ISF Secretary General. So make sure you tune into this happening on Wednesday. So now that we know all of the panel discussions, we want to remind everyone that we also have what we call Channel World Seed sessions. So these are shorter, straight to the point information sessions or short discussions about different topics in the seed industry. So this year we have an amazing number of 10 sessions that will happen on Channel World Seed. So there's more or less something else for everyone to watch. So maybe we can ask Rose to talk about two of her Channel World Seed sessions that is happening, one on Monday and the other one on Tuesday, I believe. So Rose, please let us know.
Thank you so much, Ari. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I have one Channel World Seed on the Monday, and we're going to be talking about a very important topic for the seed sector, the importance of treated seeds in global agriculture, and of course, the need for regulatory harmonization. This session will focus on the critical role of treated seeds in enhancing global agriculture productivity, particularly in boosting crop yields and increasing disease resistance. The International Seed Federation emphasized the need for clear, harmonized regulations on seed treatment products and labeling to support the international movement of seeds. This specific session, it comes on the back of a position paper that the ISF is issuing, exactly mentioning about the calling for this harmonization on the regulation of treated seeds, but also to provide some further information in terms of how treated seeds is still seeds and should be treated as such. So I think that this is going to be a very important panel. We have the people that representative from different companies which were responsible for drafting this document, and they will be able to provide a wealth of knowledge and information on this specific Channel World Seed. So please join us on the morning of the Monday, and on the 10 o'clock on the Tuesday, we will be addressing again another very important topic for the seed sector as a whole, which is addressing microplastics in seed treatments. So the presence of microplastics in seed treatments poses significant environmental challenges, aligning with global efforts to mitigate microplastic pollution. The International Seed Federation has recognized the benefits of seed treatments for sustainable agriculture, but also acknowledged the environmental impacts of microplastics. Because of this, we have issued a statement which has already been released in all our different social media. But it is important about this statement is to say is all the efforts that the seed sector is taking as we speak to be able to create new alternatives, developing innovation, which is what we are very well known for, innovation. And so this is what this panel will be talking about. So we have representatives from Incotech, from different seed companies, which will be talking about exactly this innovation, this evolution on how different seed treatments are made and how we are very conscious about the environmental impacts and how we want to maintain a sustainable agriculture. So a very, very interesting Channel World Seed on the Tuesday, 10 o'clock, and I'm looking forward to see all of you there talking to us.
Thank you, Rose. So just a reminder, those are all streamed live on Channel World Seed, straight from the heart of our Congress venue in Rotterdam. Also, additional Channel World Seed sessions. We have our colleague Ben, who will talk about two new topics that we're tackling in the Congress, one on youth and one on rural social responsibility. So please, Ben.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Ira. And indeed, what we want to showcase with those kind of a short format in the Channel World Seed session is on two paths for those two sessions. The first one is on our engagement with youth and future generation leader. It's key for us, for the seed industry, to explain how attractive the sector and the industry is to attract new talents and future generation leaders and managers. And for that, we'll showcase also some concrete action we have, or partnership we have, for instance, with IFAMA. But we will also explain how the seed sector is perceived with this great rank of panelists, and also what we can do in the next months, in the next year, to be more visible and be more attractive to those young talents. The other session I also wanted to address and explain a bit more today was the one on social responsibility. And I see in the chat that we already have some comments around that. How we'll address, those responsibility we all have in terms of our impact on the ground, on rural communities and farmers, all type of farmers. And in this session, we'll showcase some different stories from different parts of the world, but also we will explain how we collaborate with local NGOs within an international framework. Because we all know that, alone we go fast, but together we go far. And that's really around the working together that we want to showcase and how we saw our social responsibility as a seed sector. So please also join us in those two sessions on Tuesday and Wednesday, online or on-site if you're there.
Thank you, Ben. So unfortunately, as we mentioned, not all of our viewers today and those who follow ISF on social media can join us in Rotterdam. But for those who are joining us, the delegates, visitors, and guests coming to Rotterdam, we have some special in-person events that we would love for you to join, and that would probably be in line with your interests. So one of this is the Women's Luncheon. It's the second year that ISF is hosting this Women's Luncheon. And I have here my colleague Marie, who is leading and coordinating all of this. So Marie, what is this Women's Luncheon going to be about this year?
Right, thank you, Ira. Hello, everyone. I'm very pleased to introduce this second edition of the Women Lunch during the Congress in Rotterdam. The purpose of this Women Lunch is to empower the women in the seed, from the seed industry. So this year, the format will be 30 minutes of a panel discussion with 4 panelists who have a very different background and career. And after this 30 minutes of panel discussion, we will break down the room to enter more in contact with the audience and to have short groups discussion. And of course, also this women lunch is open to men. So if you are men attending the delegate, you can attend the women's lunch. And I'm very excited about these events. And please join us for this exciting event and this passionate discussion. Thank you.
Thanks, Marie. That looks like a very, very exciting lineup indeed. So apart from our focus on women in the Congress, we also are continuing this year with the Future Generation Corner. So if you're not aware, this corner is dedicated to the next generation of the seed industry and of agriculture in general. And this year is even more special because we have teamed up with some special guests, and my colleague Andres is here to explain more about this. So Andres, please let us know what can people expect from the Future Generation Corner this year?
Yes, sure. So introducing the Future Generation Corner. So picture this, a cozy space resembling a coffee shop with comfy sofas and a barista, where you'll be able to discuss how to shape a better world. That's the Future Generation Corner. There you'll be able to meet the Engine delegation, a group of passionate young individuals in agriculture that are committed to turning the UN SDGs into tangible realities. So if you are interested in sharing insights, collaborating, and honestly building a sustainable future together, come and join us there. This is a spot where the voices of tomorrow are amplified.
Thank you, Andres. And also to mention that some of the Engine delegates who are in the Future Generation group will be participating as speakers in the different Channel World Seed sessions. So you can also catch them there. But to find out more about this Future Generation Corner, let's have a look at this quick promo. Very exciting indeed. So we will have a look now also at the last but not least event that we are hosting on Wednesday, which will happen on site and will not be streamed. But we are inviting all of the delegates to the Congress to join what we are calling the Organized Chaos Session. So this promises to be a fast-paced participatory session led by our moderator, John Paul Judson. And the speakers are you. So you will have your voice heard, your thoughts listed, and all of your suggestions taken into account in this session that promises to shape the future of the seed industry. So that's it for the on-site events. So again, if you are not able to join us, everything else will be streamed on Channel World Seed. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat boxes. We have a few already, but we'll get to them at the end. Before we move on to that, I would like for my colleague Camille to please give us some more reminders, especially for those who are coming to Rotterdam. What should they be aware of? What should they prepare? Anything that they should take into account when they plan their trip?
Yes, good reminder, Ira. Thank you. So important information when you arrive at Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, you will see some people with orange t-shirt that will be able to help you to find your way, to find your taxis or your train to go to Rotterdam. They will be there on Saturday and Sunday all day. So you might reach out to them to help you. You can also take the intercity direct train from the airport to Rotterdam, which is a 30-minute train, very fast, that will bring you directly there. Those people will also be in Rotterdam Central Station. When you arrive with the train, they will be able to help you to find a taxi or the metro to get to your hotel. Also, a second important information is how to collect your badge to be ready on Monday morning. As we are expecting a lot of delegates and participants, it's good if you can come on Sunday afternoon from 1 to 6 p.m. You will be able to get your badge and be ready for Monday morning. And the last information I have to share with you is we will give to all our delegates and participants a Metro card. It will be available to the ISF app. You will receive for those on site and register an email with all the information you need to know, how to get your ISF app, and then the Metro ticket that you will be able to use for the whole city from Monday to Wednesday.
Thanks, Camille. We have one question here, and maybe I can bring all of my colleagues on the screen to be fun. So one question is, what will the sessions be saved on our YouTube channel? So the quick answer there is yes. All the sessions will be saved. They will be recorded live, as we mentioned, but they will remain on our YouTube channel. So the quickest way for you to really get all the notifications for these events is to subscribe to our channel on YouTube called Channel World Seed, and then you will get notifications for when the videos are available or when we are going live. So that's one. And another question, I don't know, Ben, if you would like to comment on one of the that you mentioned earlier. Go ahead. I mean, yeah, Ben, sorry.
Yeah, no, I can. And maybe just to recap on the question that is being asked by Binosh, ensure to have special session on scaling production of climate resilient seed varieties as climate change is impacting food security and vulnerability of smallholders. And I think within one question, you capture all the different topics we want to address within the scope of the Congress, because it's dealing with innovation, how we can bring new innovative plant varieties and high quality seeds to all type of farmers. It's linked to trade, so how we can also facilitate trade and ensure that there is this transfer of technology for the benefits of all, and it's addressing future horizon, sustainability, and I think that's also a big commitment we do have from the seed industry. So yes, for sure, your point is well taken and will be addressed throughout the different panels, throughout the different sessions, throughout the different days. So you should for sure be there to get answer to your questions.
Thanks, Ben. Another question here, Marie, about the Women's Mentorship Program. They asked, is this related to the Women's Luncheon that you're hosting in the Congress? Or how is the Women's Mentorship Program related to this activity?
Yeah, so this is a really good question. So yeah, in ISF, we started recently this new initiative for the Women Mentorship Program. So it is not, of course, it's a woman related event, you know, with the Women Lunch. So if you want to, we will talk about it also, and probably also into the small group discussion, how to not to subscribe, but to join this mentorship program. But you can always reach me by email to get this, if you want to be a mentor or a mentee, and to join this mentorship program. Yes,
Great.
definitely.
Thanks, Marie. And I have one last question about, we will, subscribing to Channel World Seed. It's just on YouTube, so you can easily find it, hopefully. And if you're not there, we are also planning to stream the sessions live on LinkedIn. So if you're joining us from LinkedIn and you follow our page, we will be creating event pages for the different sessions so that you can sign up and make sure that you get a notification for when it goes live. And even if you don't join live, then you can also follow the discussion after for when you have time or if you live in a different time zone. So that's great. For now, we don't have any more questions, but again, all the information that my colleagues have shared here are available on our website. So please visit congress.worldseed.org. All the program is there, everything. And if you want to follow the discussion, use the hashtag WorldSeed2024. That's our official event hashtag. And we'll be monitoring that because there will also be up and coming, we will announce it later, a social media contest where you can stand to win AirPods. If you're into that, that will be given away by Syngenta and by Corteva, our sponsors for this contest. So make sure you use that hashtag if you want to join, and so that we can also follow your posts. I think that's it from me. Our last reminders would be to follow us on social media. We have, as we mentioned, the social media contest, but you will also get a lot of news and updates about our events, not just the Congress. And please For those who plan to still register, online registration is open until May 17, and on-site registration is possible, but we encourage everybody to make early preparations so that we can anticipate your arrival. I think that's it. Thank you to my colleagues for joining. Thank you everyone for joining. We have a lot of viewers online, so thank you so much for joining. We will see you in Rotterdam. Bye.